Hey everyone, this child thing is pretty bad. I don't know, the evil, just so much evil, and especially with kids and stuff. But this is about Soto, missing Florida girl, wanted to live in the woods after her 13th birthday. Sheriff says. Now, people have mentioned this here before. But when, you know, I remember him saying that, but, they haven't mentioned that. But her body was found in or near the woods. But this is disgusting. My kids, or my youngest daughter, was walking down the road. It was probably about a half mile while a friend came and got her and was going to her house. And about a half, when they went down there, and they had already gotten to the house. I had that instinct something happened, or something was going to be wrong or something. And then she comes home and tells me, because she was young, that a man stopped, got out with no clothes on, and wanted him to go there, go over to him. And they ran away, ran. The thing is, my daughter, me, we almost died when she was born because of hemorrhaging. I had survived that. She had survived that. I would say probably before I went in for surgery, I was probably like 5, 6 hours into that. And I always said she was someone special. She's the one that works as the therapist, the respiratory therapist. And when she got home, she came in and told me about it. And I asked her, why didn't you call me, or why didn't they call the police or something? And she said that her mom and them did not want her to do that. And see, I always taught my kids, because I'm always scared of that type of thing happening. And so we did call the police, file a report. Of course, by that time, the dumb idiot was gone. But it wasn't too long after that, not too far from where we lived, it happened again to some other girls, and he got caught. But he lived in another larger town than what we did and stuff like that. But this, I'm telling you, this is just, I don't get. Well, I'll tell you in a little bit. Orange County, Florida update: Madeline Soto was killed by her mother's boyfriend, Stephen Stearns. Orange County Sheriff John Mina said during a press conference on Friday afternoon. The update comes after 5 days of searching for the missing teenager. Orange County Sheriff John Mina held a news conference on Wednesday afternoon update the community on the search for the missing teenager, who was last seen on Monday morning in Orlando. Sheriff Mina said that Soto was dropped off a few blocks from Hunter's Creek Middle School on Monday morning by her mother's boyfriend. Now, why would anyone do that in the first place? That's a long ways for a kid to walk, especially in this day and age with what's going on. It's that's suspicious right there. When Soto's mom went to pick her up, she found out her daughter had never set foot inside the school that day. Sheriff Mina said Soto was dropped off near Peace United Methodist Church on Town Loop Boulevard, a half a mile from the school. It remains unclear why she was dropped off at this location, but Sheriff Mina said it's possible that she was embarrassed about the vehicle she was in and asked her mom's boyfriend to be dropped off at that location. I doubt that. That there is no. Well, they found her body and stuff, and it was near or in a wooded area. Supposedly he had a flat tire. It's amazing how, they do that, and then this is kind of like a remote area in the first place, and they get a tip on where, because he had a flat tire. Kind of makes you wonder who tipped it. But I don't understand it. Why? Because anybody, you would think, because I can read my kids like a book, I don't even have to look at them. They can be on a phone. And I can go, what's the matter? Because just by the way they sound, by the way they act, and this man being around her for this time and not seeing any flags there, it just don't make sense to me. Now here's the mother's interview. Now, a lot of people, I would say there's something wrong with the way she's reacting and suspicious and stuff like that. This kind of suspicious. I just wonder why, because he found stuff on his phone, really horrendous stuff that he had on his phone that he had claimed to factory spec, turn back. The very same time that they took his phone, he says, "Oh, I did a factory spec on it." And they go, "How do it's a wonder it's a police." No. You know how you do that? You go back to the factory spec and you take the calendar that they show you there, then you go back to the day that's how you do it. I've done it on computers before. So that's how that is. But let's listen to this and I want to show you something.
Like what's going on with Maddie?
Well, Monday morning, we took her to school. We dropped her off close to school, across the street from a church, which is it's right next to the school. She crossed the street.
There was Creepo walking across the thing right there. And then a lot of people say that too, that she says we, and he's supposed to be the one to drop her off. It's just kind of funny to me.
And walked to school, what we thought walked to school. My boyfriend who drove her to school drove away at that point. It was seen on video footage that she hung out in the parking lot of the church for a few minutes and then got up and walked towards the school. but she never made it. That walk from that was around 9 a.m. when she got up. She never made it to school after that. It's right next to the school. I don't know why she didn't make it. I don't know if something happened on her walk along the way or if she got taken.
Right next to the school is a half a mile away. That church may be there, but who's seen her at the church? That's what I'd like to know.
But she never made it.
And that was the last anyone's seen of her or heard from her?
Yes. I went to pick her up after school, and she wasn't there. So I started driving around, maybe thinking she took a walk. Maybe she decided to walk to my mom's office, which is pretty close to the school as well. Drove around and I didn't see anything. I drove back to the school was closed. I emailed one of her teachers. They confirmed that she was absent all day. At that point is when I called 911 because I realized something was truly wrong.
Have you heard from like any of her friends? Has she been active on any social media?
She hasn't been active on social media. None of her chats, none of her games. We did contact all her friends, and none of them had seen her Monday or heard from her. Yeah, there's no update.
And I have to ask this, and I know I hate doing it, but is she the type that would run away? Has this happened in the past or anything? Has she ever threatened to run away?
Never. She's never ever mentioned anything like this before, and she's not the type to want to do this. She did accidentally leave her phone on Monday, which is kind of normal for her. She's got ADHD and very forgetful. So she left her phone at home, so there's no way to trace her. They tried tracing her school laptop, but that's off, so it's not pinging to anything.
Jen, what is your fear? I know you mentioned she's on games and stuff. Do you think she could have like met somebody and tried to meet up with them?
She's open to us. She's open with us about, if she's got a crush with anyone, and she told us she had a crush on someone at school. And I looked at her messages, nothing was weird. I looked at all of her messages, all of her deleted messages. Nothing seemed weird. It didn't seem like she was talking to anyone. So I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like she may have been taken, because this is not like her at all to just disappear and not tell us, not let us know where she's going or who she's with.
Okay, what I want to talk about is also she had a birthday on the 22nd. So she was 13, just turned 13 years old. And remember the Woods thing? Why would she want to do that? That makes you wonder too. You can't tell me about, because I know, and read what, or not, I didn't read it, but somebody, other channel, Duty Ron, read the thing, and I've heard another person read it. The statement, and they had gotten into his phone, and there was explicit, terrible, terrible photos of him taking pictures of that young girl, doing the thing, and up close of her private and her, behind, and it's just disgusting. And in this house right here, this place right here. And by the way I understand it, that's where she was killed. Now why? There's no way.
Yeah.
What are you getting from law enforcement? Are they actively searching for her? I mean, what happens now? I mean, especially that she doesn't have her phone with her.
So as far as I know, they're conducting a search around the school. Behind the school, there's Shingle Creek. There's a wooded path area that you could walk. It's a hiking path. They are going back there with their canine dogs. They've taken a piece of her clothing to see if they can trace her scent. they're also taking their own vehicles. I'm not sure what type of vehicles, but they're going into the woods to search for her.
There's another thing. They had bloodhounds. The search dogs were bloodhounds, but could not pick up her scent walking anywhere.
But I don't feel like that's going to find anything right now. We've had people all day on that trail sending us photos to see if anything there looks familiar and like her personal belongings, and nothing is hers. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure where to go from here. I'm just contacting the news to get the word out, to get some help, because I'm desperate. I'm wrecked right now.
Do you think that she's been taken against her will?
I do think so, yes.
Yeah, right.
As a mom, what's your mother's intuition telling you right now?
I'm trying to hope for the best, but I'm scared for her. I want her to be okay. I want her to be safe. I don't want her to come back home. I just want her back. Whatever that means. I just want her back.
Are you getting any updates from law enforcement? I mean, yes, they're searching that small area, but have they gotten any hits on any scent or anything like that?
They haven't let me know anything. They haven't updated me since I spoke to them this morning. I've contacted them.
Now, the one thing about her, somebody had mentioned that I had seen a video where she said she can't breathe. Plus, she's doing the leg thing, the nervous leg, which is anxiety. So, I don't know, it's crazy. I ain't saying she did know, but I don't see how she couldn't. To be honest, I just don't see how she could not have known something was weird.
Now, with breaking news.
Welcome back to Good Day Orlando on this Friday morning. It is good to see you this morning. I'm Danielle Noss. We do indeed start with breaking news here at this 9:30 half-hour mark.
So we want to get right out to Fox 35's Amanda McKenzie. She is live this morning from outside the Osceola County Jail. And Amanda, we know that there has been some maneuvering. What happened?
Well, just in the past few minutes, we were outside of the Osceola County Jail as Stephen Stearns was transported from the Orange County Jail here to Osceola County. We were right here as he was taken out of the patrol car and brought inside to be processed. Then he was brought quickly back out. I was able to shout several questions to him about Maddie. At one point, he was shaking his head from left to right as if saying no, but did not want to look at us or acknowledge us or answer any of our questions. He was then driven to the back here where there is this fence, and he was brought into the back. You can hear me shouting some of those questions in that video. Stephen Stearns did look tired, and he did look somewhat quiet. We do know that he has asked for an attorney in this case. He has not admitted to anything. He refused to go to the courtroom yesterday for his first appearance. It does remain to be seen if this is just a transfer of charges to Osceola County or if there could be new charges pending. That is something we're going to continue to check on throughout the day now that he is being booked here at the Osceola County Jail. Reporting live this morning, Amanda McKenzie, Fox 35 News.
Amanda, if we could just chat with you for a few seconds, and if you could give us a little bit of an update now. So if folks at home, if they've not been following closely, so the reason that he was in Osceola County initially is because he has a house in Kissimmee, is that right? But they believe that Maddie disappeared from Orange County. That's why we're doing the back and forth.
Yes, absolutely. So his home with his girlfriend, who is the mother of Maddie, they live in Kissimmee. This is where alleged crimes occurred, according to evidence found on his cell phone depicting a sexual battery and possession of sexual child abuse material. Those are the charges he is currently facing. He has not been charged with the disappearance of Maddie at this time, but this has also reached into Orange County. That's where he was picked up and put into jail there. So that is why we are are both having this case in Orange and Osceola County, but it does remain to be seen if there are any potential new charges, since this is a very active investigation. As far as what we know is he is not cooperating with investigators. Initially, he did hand over his cell phone to investigators and told them, I set it on a factory reset on February 26th, which is strange because that is the same day that Maddie was reported missing. But the detectives were able to comb through that phone and find that digital evidence and footprint, and were able to arrest him on those charges.
You know, Amanda, another question for you too, and for our viewers at home. The family, we got to speak with the mother a couple of days ago, and she expressed that she just wants, Maddie back home. She wants her safe, and you actually can see Stefan right in behind her in that video. Kind of just watching it. We've actually interviewed some people that are not related to the case that talked about some of his behaviors. Can you kind of walk us through, just honestly that interview and also the family's response to what's been going on? Because we haven't heard from them, right, since we've known that he's now in jail with these charges.
Well, we did reach out to the family after Stearns was arrested, and the aunt for Maddie did tell us that they are heartbroken and they're continuing to pray for her safety.
I don't get this. Because there is no sense to it. It's how could somebody not know that? And if it was me, I would be bald because my hair would be pulled out by the roots. The man is sick, disgusting, not even a human being, not even an animal. It's just disgusting. But I just wanted to bring that up, and it's just too bad that this stuff keeps happening. And how to stop this stuff is you got a boyfriend or something. See, I'm suspicious of anybody that would not be my husband or something. A boyfriend, it doesn't matter. I would be suspicious anyway because you don't really know, especially even boys. I mean, yeah, that's just the way that would be with me. It's sad. It's just too bad and too sad. That's why these kids keep getting it. These pigs, are out there. it just, I'll never understand it. There's no, you can't understand it. You could think all dang day long and never get it. Especially if it's normal. Why this stupid thing didn't want to work half the time? But with that said, I'll say God bless. Keep an eye on your children. Stay safe and just look out. Be aware. God bless everyone and peace and love. Thanks for watching.